Welcome everybody to another episode of Pixel Politics, Season 2, Episode 46. Episode 46. We have a nice little drama-filled episode, most of it to do with Twitch, because, we love drama here at Pixels Politics. We have some
We do.
migrant nonsense happening across the U.S., and an interesting little event that happened in Dublin. Who they're currently rioting over that, so we'll pop in and check that out. We have one story for some reason that nobody knows about. Well, we'll probably be the only show on any platform that's talking about it. I don't know why, so I'm sure Braden can go ahead and fill us in on some theories. And there's also been a lot of cyber attacks across the U.S. that nobody's talking about. Everyone's been talking about these different exploits and different failures individually. I don't know why. There's no way it's individually going on. It's clearly an attack. Anyways, we got a lot of social stuff, a lot of riots and protesting, because we live in today's world where everyone is quite upset. But we're gonna start with a streamer getting groped, basically on stage, at TwitchCon. Can you? Oh, here I have all of the receipts.
Already have it right.
You have okay. You have the footage. All right, let's go. So this is Emiru, but she's actually one of the most watched streamers on Twitch. I'm sure a lot of you already know who she is. And she is doing a meet and greet, and this guy, who's supposedly is a fan, just walks up. And can you play it again?
I'll play it again. Also, this guy isn't security. He's another fan. So he's kind of just. I know people were saying that he kind of just stood there and did nothing, but he's a fan. And as you can see, he's very lonely, very very lonely, and he kind of just stands there throughout the entire experience because he's just like, not my problem.
And he forcibly
honestly,
runs
this guy,
and,
Yeah, then you can see the security runs up behind him. And then this guy is kind of just like standing there.
Yeah, okay.
This guy's super based. He just doesn't give a fuck.
I was gonna wait. He's not based at all. I was gonna wait to do this because to me this plays out in a much larger social issue. So there's a lot of just basic foundational problems at TwitchCon that allowed for this to happen. This guy walks past a bunch of barriers. He walks past security and other staff. He just walks past them, runs up. I mean, he didn't even run up on her, and he does that weird thing where he wraps around her and looks like he nudges his face into her neck. Again, I don't think this is directly this guy's fault. I don't even think he necessarily should be doing anything. However, what I will say, the fact that so many people just watched it happen and nobody reacted, I think says a lot about the state of today's world. I've reacted.
I think it's great.
I'm sure you die. I know you do. I've reacted to so much worse, and I am less than half that guy's size. Just at a pure instinct. And I couldn't help but think when I saw this, first I was really infuriated because it's like watching two trains moving at 5 miles per hour headed directly at each other. It's so frustrating when I feel like anybody could have done anything to stop it, and everyone just stands there in silence and does nothing. And obviously these people are, there's bystanders, but even the security does nothing. And I just think if you go back like 100 years even, this guy never even gets close to her. I don't even think he gets close. I think he's immediately confronted just when he tries to skip the line. We live in such a passive time where people, I don't know if they just expect safety for whatever reason, or they just don't ever. The bystander effect is just in mass, go ahead. Our audience loves it. Go ahead. But I don't know. For me, it was really upsetting because this chick. I posted on our Twitter. I said a little bit. I couldn't help myself. This chick weighs less than 120 pounds. This guy is almost, got half her height on her, more than half her weight for sure, and he's just allowed to run up on her and do whatever he wants. And a lot of people were saying it's harmless. It's not harmless at all. And the fact that it really could have been much worse. I'm convinced he could have ran up there, picked her up, and then run off, and I feel like nobody would have done anything still.
Super Mario Sunshine type of shit.
I'm just saying, like, look at this. Even the security guard, I will make fun of him just because apparently him and some others were just laughing about the event backstage. He's just like a penguin. Like, he's just a waddling fucking rotund penguin.
I don't know. Is this guy supposed to be security?
No. Sorry, the guy next to him, directly in between, that guy.
That's actually her personal security.
No, it's not. It's not her It's not her personal security.
That's her manager, right? That's her manager right behind the guy. That's Kim.
Is it?
Yes.
I had heard
that's her personal.
that it's actually Twitch security.
They weren't allowed to be within a certain footage of where she was standing.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't allowed. He wasn't allowed to attend. They wouldn't let him attend.
No, that was her. That was a different security guard. They specifically banned that specific security guard. They didn't ban her having personal security. Just that specific security guard.
Okay.
Just to clarify things. So that's her personal security right there. Her manager is Kim. That's the female that kind of walks her off the stage type area.
Yeah, of course.
And the guy is the muscle. But they weren't allowed to be within a certain square feet of the meet and greet area.
Okay, but
which obviously doesn't work well for if you're trying to be security.
But even he watches the guy walk up.
Well,
it's not like he couldn't get in range. He could have intercepted.
Like we can go back in time, but you can kind of see like he's standing right there.
And like the big guy walks right past him. You can't tell me.
It didn't look like he was paying attention, to be honest with you. It looked like he was bullshitting with Kim.
Well, that's a massive problem.
It is a problem, and I'm sure she's already. I mean, from what I understand, these two aren't allowed to be security at TwitchCon anymore, from my understanding. But you can kind of see it right here. He's not really paying attention too much.
I'm just saying the amount of people who aren't paying attention and those who are paying attention and doing nothing. And again, I don't think we should be flaming the blue-haired guy, but I think the fact that the blue-haired guy exists says a lot. It says a lot. That's all I'm saying, guys. Okay.
I love this guy. He's just, you can tell, like, he is so lonely. He is alone in this world.
This is happiest moment in his life. I touched a girl. I touched my favorite streamer girl.
I can go back and make furry art back at home with my grandmama inside of her face.
Again, the fact that we're making that joke and that this situation exists, I'm just saying, 100 years ago, I'm telling you, that guy doesn't make it past the security. This fan, maybe this simp guy doesn't even exist, but I imagine that guy just gets tackled and face stomped into the ground. Not only does this guy just get complete leeway to walk up to her, do whatever he wants, he was allowed to leave. They didn't stop him.
Based, honestly, so fucking based.
You're not like exploiting the system if you can. Like, it is what it is. But it's upsetting. Like, I don't know what else to say.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time type of deal, right?
This whole thing.
Obviously,
yeah.
Obviously, this guy shouldn't have even made it that far, right? He should have been stopped by security before he even made it within like 6 feet, right? Because it's like no reason for you to be walking that aggressively, getting that close, right? If he had a knife, you'd be dead right now, pretty much. 100%. Like, and she's already stated she's going to be pressing charges against Twitch, so Twitch is already going to have to deal with one lawsuit. So it's like, I mean, you just look at the green haired guy. He's just like, oh, I'm waiting for my picture. I'll just let this guy do whatever he needs to do, and then I can get back to the picture.
I cannot stand the current state of affairs, bro. I can't stand it.
I love it. I love it.
I'm just saying, men used to go to war for much less. They used to kill each other for so much less than this. They really did.
This is what equality is all about, Doug.
This is equality.
This is the feminization of society, and I love to see it. My Jew hands are already tingling.
Yeah. Can you feel the money in between them?
How can I short this stock?
So funny. Yeah, I don't know. I the thing that just bothered me the most is she's so fucking small, man. She is so tiny, bro. How how are you as a security guard hired to go to this event, and this is your client, and you're not just permanently on watch and ready to go. I don't get it. And even if you're just around her, it's like, brother, again, she's got to
Okay,
weigh
so that
less than 100
security
pounds.
guard was Twitch. The guy was TwitchCon security, but the female was her manager.
Yeah.
So yes, that security guard was TwitchCon security, not personal. Actually, I take that back. I take that back. The manager that was her manager though. That was Kim. But yeah, no, it says TwitchCon. Apparently they let him go.
Yeah.
Apparently they let him go.
Yeah. Okay. Look, and without making it directly about politics, I think the problem comes from the top down. And I immediately just imagined this. Ready? I'm the
Yeah.
TwitchCon security, head of figuring out the staff.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Would you like to work at TwitchCon? I don't have my hair's not colored, you know. Well, here at TwitchCon, we want to make sure that all of the people, and I don't mean the actual streamers, but all of the people who come, that their feelings just feel great. We just want them to feel great. So we want to make sure that no one's saying any slurs, and if anyone has a MAGA hat, make sure you kick them out. Don't allow them in, because those MAGAs, they're just really up to no good. And yeah, I don't want to hire anyone who's too buff, because that would make me feel like shit. My rotund ass. And you're the perfect size. You're also rotund, like me. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and put you on the security payroll for one of the smallest chicks that we have. That way you don't make her feel scared. Yeah, yeah, this is a great idea. I'm a genius.
That was a
Yay!
hard watch, Doug. That was a very hard watch.
Yeah,
that
sorry.
was a very hard watch. that was very difficult to listen to.
Well, I imagine in real life it would be too. I'm not gonna lie. I'd imagine it works out almost nearly like that.
I think I'm stronger though for having made it through that, so I appreciate the strength you've given me.
Dude, I'm just saying, man. Like, I imagine that's what it's like. Most of you probably understand exactly what I'm getting at without me, being even more over the top. But come on, brother. Like, how does that happen?
Apparently, supposedly, Kick has been doing better numbers anyway.
Kick has doubled the amount of viewers. Kick has more viewers than YouTube right now.
That's pretty crazy to think about.
It is. It is actually crazy. And Twitch has half than a Kick.
I think this is an Amazon problem. I'm not going to say this is a Twitch problem. This is an Amazon problem because Amazon owns Twitch. They can decide who gets hired and who gets fired. This is an Amazon problem. Honestly, everything Amazon has made has kind of just sucked. The New World game, Twitch, the Amazon Web Services going down completely, knocking off the entire East Coast of the United States offline. I can go on about different Amazon things that they failed, like the Kindle. Like people couldn't just use a fucking iPad for the same price. Amazon, what a great business design there, charging the same price for a Kindle that they charge for an iPad. Yeah, no, Amazon. This is definitely an Amazon problem. And the reality of it is Amazon has so much money that they can afford to make as many mistakes as they want.
You're not wrong. I mean, obviously, it's Amazon's responsibility. They own the bitch.
Yeah.
You're entirely not wrong. But, again, without jumping all the way to the top, we know what the Twitch moderation team looks like. We've seen them. We know what they look like. And, to be honest with you, they were a bunch of trans furries. And I'm not just throwing it out there. That's what they were. They were literally a bunch of trans furries. That's what they were. And I'm not saying that they make poor decisions, but if I go ahead and skim through all of the Twitch teams that are in charge of getting things done, here's a nice little image to help you out.
Yeah, Doug, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a very difficult picture to look at.
Yes, is it hard?
It's like you don't just have the soy boys with the open mouths. You also have the soy women too. You have the soy women.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck. I wonder how many. She has fucked every single one of these men. There's not even a question about that. You got this picture, which isn't really
I don't know what this
Isn't
is.
really.
This is supposed to be the TwitchCon team or something. But again, it's the
I
same.
would not want them in charge of my
It's the
security.
same soy boy nonsense. I wouldn't put them in charge of anything. It's just the classic fucking wokeism nonsense we've seen, where the
Yeah.
focus on for these events hasn't actually been safety at all. And guys, this is just. I mean, this is the cake. I don't want to say it's the icing. It's really not. It's the cake. But there are plenty of other problems at TwitchCon that have happened, and it's because of this. No, it's because of wokeism. It just is, dude. I'm telling you, the people above the chick who hired that rotund little security guard guy who's too busy flirting with the manager to actually do his job, protecting the smallest person in the building, no doubt is also super woke. And also, when she was hiring, she was just like, "Oh my god, do I do it again? Can you go through another one?"
I don't know if I can handle another one of those. But I think the first one was plenty.
Oh wow, I like your pink hair. Who'd you vote for? Who do you care about? We really want to make sure that you're super diverse and that you represent Twitch as a whole, the underclass minority community. I'm just saying the focus is probably not on whether or not the people can actually competently protect the events and run them well. I can just 100% guarantee you that that's that. I 100% guarantee that instead of looking for weapons, they were probably more worried about MAGA hats. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say. I can't be bothered trying to fucking sugarcoat this nonsense.
I
I
mean,
just can't.
I think the thing is, Doug. I think the thing is, when you have as much money as Amazon and you can afford to make as many mistakes as you want, you can afford as many lawsuits as need be. It no longer becomes about the money. At that point, it becomes about the ideology, about pushing the ideology. And the best way to do that is to cut corners and to just find the people that support the ideology. And I can guarantee you at the head of Amazon, there's people that are paid a significant amount of money to just be like, hey, I don't care how intelligent they are. I don't care how qualified they are. I want you to hire people with pink fucking hair.
Yeah.
I want you to hire people I want you to hire the most bald white guy you can find on the market. And if you don't have at least 2 or 3 black guys on that team, God forbid I will hunt you down and find where you live, you sick son of a bitch. And that's just how it is. Because they can afford to. They're just going to grab the stupidest soy boy people they can find, and they're going to have them run the operation. They are just puppets. These people aren't even real people. They are puppets that get paid less than what would normally be paid for people in their position because of one, they love the status of working for Amazon, and
Mm-hmm.
two, the ideology. I'm helping support the ideology. The ideology is shit. Fuck the ideology. Who cares about it? It's grass in the wind. It and this is what you get. This is what you get when you have so much money that it no longer matters. You get Emiru getting sexually assaulted at TwitchCon, and they
on
don't give a
on a,
fuck.
on a fucking stage in front of hundreds of people.
But I
Oy
guarantee
vey.
you, if it was a trans person that got fucking sexually assaulted, there would be AR-15s at every front door for Twitch for the next 10 years.
True. You know what? That's very much true. You're not wrong there.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
really good point. And it gets worse. So she used to have her own private security, and we kind of touched on it a little bit. However, because of a similar situation where somebody tried to approach her and it was not looking good, her private security had grabbed him by the arm, and
yeah.
apparently that was just too much force for Twitch, and they said that he was no longer allowed to go to any of their events. So she didn't want to go in the first place because of this after that had already happened, and they forced her to go because she's contracted with like Twitch events. I can't remember what they're called. Twitch Play, Rivals. I don't know, whatever. Some stupid events that she's,
Mm,
they pretty much said if you don't go, you don't get access to our events. Go fuck yourself. This is
yeah.
after they made sure that she couldn't bring her own private security, the one she had chosen, and instead put this fucking penguin up there, and then she gets sexually assaulted. So yeah, she should sue. I hope she gets a lot of money. And I just want to jump back on something you said. You were saying that they just make too much money. I was watching this Joe Rogan episode with Palmer Luckey, who made those headsets we covered last episode.
Yeah.
And he was saying, this is his theory on it all. He was saying that because interest rates were so low and it was so easy to borrow money, these companies, the big companies, weren't afraid to just hire a bunch of these pink haired people we were talking about and bald men.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, that was his kind of take, and I thought it was super interesting. Obviously, I just compress it and layman terms, but
Yeah.
essentially that's what he was saying, and I 100% agree. There's no cost here for Amazon or Twitch. What's the cost? She's gonna sue. What's it gonna be? A couple $1 million,
A
maybe.
mill. Yeah. Whatever. They make
Max.
that. They make that more than that in a day.
They would make it in like, yeah, you're right. They make way more than that in a
Yeah.
day. They make it right back
Yeah.
immediately.
So they can afford to take the PR hit. They don't give a shit. It doesn't
Yep.
matter to them because they're just going to keep forcing the ideology because it's about philanthropy at this point. Philanthropy. It's about we are the holier than thou. Here are we with our ideology, our belief structure that we've imposed on you, and we cannot be killed because we simply have too many health points to take down. Right? Too many hit points. You're Amazon's not going anywhere anytime soon. Now they got fucking robot delivery dogs. It's not. Nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change. And that's the great part about the world. It's predictable. I knew this was going to happen. Emiru getting sexually assaulted. I saw it a mile away. I love a predictable world where predictable things happen, right? And the reality of it is that while I might like the predictable world with the pink-haired people, I love the pink-haired people. The pink-haired people are great for me because I'm just like, I love you guys. You're so easy to fool. You're so stupid. I love you all, dance little chickens. Oh, dance, dance, dance. Oh, I love you so much. They're great. I love being around them. But yeah, no, it's because there's these people that are like, we hate the pink-haired people because they try to force their ideology on us. Be like, and they have more money than you do. Fuck you. It's kind of just how it is, right?
Yeah, I mean,
And that's
you're not wrong. It's just there are just so many layers of this that I it doesn't sit right with me. And the very first one, the foundational layer for me, is quite simply there's a lot of grown men there, and instead of doing you know the one job that we had less than 100 years ago, they
Yeah.
just watched it happen, just let it happen, and we didn't even talk about the consequences. So this guy walks up there, he does that, he leaves the building, and Twitch in response said that they were going to give him a 30-day ban on the platform. No
Oh
more watching
man.
Twitch. 30 days for you.
No.
And you just know they had a council of those trans furries. Sorry, I have nothing against trans people or furries, but trans furries that work for Twitch. You just know they sat there and they were like, "Oh my goodness, that pretty little
What's
girl
the
just
worst
got
possible punishment
that
can we
pretty
inflict upon this person?
that pretty little girl just got assaulted." Yeah, but she's not a trans person or a furry, and she's not a trans furry. That's
Or a gay
true.
transferee.
She's not a gay trans furry. Yeah, let's
Or
just.
disabled.
You know what? That was kind of not okay. Let's go ahead and just give the guy a 30-day ban off Twitch. Yeah, that'll teach him a lesson. And then they all fucking circle jerked each other off to trans furry porn.
I guarantee you, Jeff Bezos is probably sitting in his office, and he's just sitting there like fucking playing like Fortnite or something on his computer in the office, and he gets fucking phone call, ring ring. It's like, this better be good. Goes to pick up the fucking phone, answers it, like, what is it? I'm busy being bald and playing Fortnite. What do you want? And they're just like, what? Girl got sexually assaulted at TwitchCon. Wait a minute, I own Twitch. Get Dan Clancy on the line immediately. Hangs up the phone. Gets a phone call back. Is this Dan? Like, Mr. Bezos, sir? I'm terribly sorry. Listen, Dan, I'm not mad about you about the whole sexually assaulting thing. That's all water under the bridge at this point. We can already declare the settlement to be a couple mil. Who gives a fuck? That's not what I'm upset about. Why is there no trans people being her security guard?
Oh my god.
If I don't see more trans people at the next TwitchCon, you're fired.
Oh, true. I imagine that's how it went too. Holy shit. What's wild is
That's-
you can kind of tell who's in the community and the circle and those who aren't, because there were basically three people who reacted to this. You had
yeah,
the ones that were flaming Twitch because they didn't like Twitch. You had pretty
yeah,
much the ones who tried to just steal attention because influencers are a bunch of attention whores and they'll do anything for it.
yeah,
And then you just had the ones that were silent. And the reason they were silent is because if they said anything about how trans furries were running the program and ruining it for everybody, they would get kicked off the platform. And I think it
yeah,
ties back to the Hassan situation where most people know he shocked the dog, and you had two types of people. Those who didn't say anything about shocking the dog on Twitch because they knew that if they did, Hassan is the golden boy for the trans furries who like to flicker get into him, and they would see backlash. And then the other types who, just sucked him off because, again, they know he's the golden boy for the trans furry moderation team of Twitch, and it gets them
yeah.
clout. And that's just what Twitch is these days. It just is what it is. And I'm not making the transfer thing up. Apparently, like 70% of the Twitch moderation team identifies as trans furries in some way. Like, it's some
I mean,
insane number. It's so wild.
maybe if we want a job at Twitch, we just have to become trans furries, Doug. That's the only
Mm-mm.
solution here, apparently.
It's out of fashion. That was a last year thing. Now we gotta.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah.
Be gay trans furries or gay disabled trans furries?
We just have to be Jewish on it. We just have to be Jewish.
I don't think Jewish is gonna cut it, Doug.
Here's
saw how many.
Here's what the move would be. Actually,
Okay,
convert
Jewish, gay, trans,
entirely to
disabled
Judaism.
furries?
No, maybe convert entirely to Judaism and then join Kick. That's the move. That's the trans furry join Twitch move of the modern day.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's apply to Kick.
We don't even have to apply to Kick. We just start a channel. Oh, like job. Yeah, for sure. We have to go in there with the yellow pin, insta hire.
I will say it's kind of weird. I wonder if they're ever going to start, if they've already started view botting on Kick or not.
They have. Yeah, it's kind of. It was really interesting. They come in waves. They're a lot more easier to notice and ban because lurking doesn't really make you money on Kick. Lurkers don't make money on Kick.
Huh.
But yeah, the botting has started on Kick for sure, and I can kind of tell because some of the streamers I follow. I by the way, I love Kick. The fact that there's no ads, I think, is good. Obviously, I think the method they use to pay out their streamers is good. It's basically like a minimum wage, and then on top of that, you get bonuses for interactivity, so people commenting, people following.
I think it's funny they have a I think it's funny they have a containment section for VTubers.
I like VTubers. I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of them are great.
Well, apparently Kick doesn't care too much for them because they just put them in their own containment zone. They have around 1,000 viewers.
Wait, what's
annoying?
Weird
that GTA has the most.
Yeah, that's what I watch. I watch a lot of GTA RP. I thought it was weird too. GTA RP on Kick is, well, I guess it's not that weird. It's crazy on Kick versus Twitch.
178,000. It's almost as much as just chatting. It's crazy. I guess
yeah.
The Spanish streamers are.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. The Spanish people love that shit.
Huh.
I can't remember what I was gonna say about Kick versus Twitch.
Kick is Jewish. Twitch is trans, gay, furry, disabled. And
yeah, pick your poison. I guess I don't know.
And then YouTube streaming is just NPC.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
Yeah.
Try. So there's yeah.
Was crazy. I heard Dan Clancy was out a lot of nights with young girls around him, which whatever, man. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But like, it just felt like so.
I want to say something really quick about what he just said.
Yeah.
He said he's hanging out with young women every night at TwitchCon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, if that's your thing, then that's your thing. Is that how strange it is to be a straight guy?
Yeah. Again, he's cloud chasing, right? He knows. Listen, men. Okay, there's a difference between young girls, like he said. I don't know why he said young girls and young women. I don't know how young Clancy is hanging around, but Dan Clancy's like fucking 50 plus. So
Yeah.
the young could mean anything from 21 to and 18 to 30, right? Compared to Dan.
Yeah.
Scarra's just playing the clout card because this is what these Twitch influencers do. It's what most influencers do, actually. They love to play the clout card. Dan Clancy hanging out with younger women like every man has done throughout their entire existence. This is while Emiru is getting assaulted on stage, why isn't Dan Clancy there tackling these guys? What is going on? Dan Clancy himself should have been there. Like, come on, bro. He's the CEO of Twitch. Look, I'm not saying it's not his fault. I'm saying it probably is his fault from bad leadership top down. He was the first one to hire a pink-haired girl, but now we know why, right? Now we know why. Yeah, the pink-haired girl.
100%.
But do I think Scarra here? Yeah.
I feel like if Dan Clancy was to be security, he would just like grab their dick. He just grab their dick and straight sort of suck them off. Here at TwitchCon, we would try to be as inclusive as possible, regardless of whether or not he assaults someone. Probably.
I mean, they're just cooked, man. These guys are so cooked, and I don't buy this. Oh, Dan Clancy's hanging out with young girls. Well, that's so crazy. I don't buy your reaction, buddy, at all. I don't buy it. Sorry. I don't buy any of their reactions because they're all just cloud chasing. Here's the thing. The people who care immediately look at that situation and go, why are none of the grown-ass men doing anything to stop this fucking 7-foot giant from groping? Oh, yeah, I saw that clip a while ago. From groping tiny-ass Emiru. Why? That's it. That's the base foundation of the entire conversation. That is all it should be. Anyone who says anything else to me is just a cloud-chasing hoe, and is just pretending. Yeah. Sorry. Just is what it is. If you're not upset that any of those other grown-ass men did anything to stop that fucking 7-foot giant from looming over her, your opinion's rejected. Sorry. You're a bot.
I mean, to be honest, like if I was there, I probably wouldn't have done anything either.
To me, I don't know. It's such a reflex to do stupid shit.
I'd probably just be like, huh. Oh well. I guess the meet and greet is over. All right, time to go to lunch.
Well, that was pretty much how they all reacted. So.
All right, actually, who's next on my list? Pokimane. All right, check. Senna, check. Denims, check.
What is this?
Emiru, crossed out. Another disappointing day. What is this?
Walk-in for the walk-ins available ones? Or no? Some of them are reserved and some of them are walk-ins. Yeah, I want to go to the Kraken one. That one says
look, pause the video. Again, this guy is security. Do I need to say anything? Do I need to say anything more? Look, the women who are I know it's a woman who's doing the hiring because they seem to be picking the men who aren't taller than them.
Yeah.
And are as soft as them. That's what it looks like. This kid, I mean, he looks like a kid, first of all, which is already kind of the first problem. Looks like another soy boy. No offense, guy, if you ever see this. But your titties are bigger than most of the females at the event. You got the gamer lurch where you look like this. I mean, you got the greasy hair.
Look at the color of his skin. He is a necessary addition. Look
exactly. He walked in. This fucking pink-haired female was like, you're not taller than me. You're a minority. Hired. What's that? You're still in high school and you've never actually worked any security job or job at all? That's fantastic. I mean, we don't want you harming.
That means we don't have to pay you.
We don't want you harming any of the civilians walking through the building. That would just be terrible. Dangerous for all our furry audiences. We don't want you threatening them. The furries, they're real sensitive about people taller than they start barking. They start getting underneath and barking at you. You, however, you have so much hair, you look like a dog already.
As long as they don't start yiffing.
I'm sure the staff are into that.
Go to the Kraken one. That one says walk in. This one? Yeah, that guy, yeah. He's a walk in. Yeah, we're not a walk in. Okay. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Right up anyway.
Oh, there's
What
the
is
other
security.
Go back. There's the other security. It's a woman who is half as tall as I am, and I'm not even that tall. Yep, there it is. There she is. Again, I don't blame these people. I don't blame these people. I mean, I think it's the people who hired them. Who is she stopping, by the way? Who is she stopping?
No one.
Oh, wow. We don't have any Asian women on our security team. You're hired. You're hired.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Yeah. Get in there.
Get in there.
Like lambs to the slaughter. What if it just like turned into fucking Mad Max and all you have a bunch of guys in like fucking metal armor just walking in and crushing them?
I mean, in the olden days, it's exactly how it'd be. This is right, for that 7-foot giant guy, right, who was missing the armor, for him, it must have been a feast, dude. He just looked around and he was like,
yeah,
I can just do whatever I want. You know what? I'm a big fan of Emiru. I'm just gonna walk up there and fucking kiss her neck and nuzzle in there.
What are they gonna do?
Who's gonna stop me? The fat, hairy dog? The small Asian woman?
Yeah.
The fucking penguin guy who's too busy flirting with a man? Who's gonna stop me? And he did. He just walked in, man on a mission. He didn't even run, guys. He didn't run out of the studio, the event. He just walked out. Nobody stopped him. Who's gonna?
Oh, yeah.
The small Asian chick? She's gonna jump in between him and the door.
Like, sir, please stop. Just like it steps on her throat. Oh, God. It's like that.
And the girl in black, you know, she's clearly in charge in some way.
Look how easy it is to get access to the meet and greet, area.
Look at them. Look at all the people in green, by the way, are security. Look at all of them. Do any of them look qualified to you? Any of them.
That guy's bald, so
that guy, look, there's another one. Here's one. That's a chick
a woman
with pink hair. Nice.
With pink hair. Yeah. Okay. We're checking off all the boxes.
Here's another guy. All right. He's a little overweight. Another girl with colored.
He's okay.
Another small Asian woman.
Okay.
Here's another soy boy.
Yeah, soy boy. Another small Asian woman.
Yeah. Fantastic hiring process. You can tell. All of those people clearly look fit to be security at a decent event where a bunch of sick fucking fans, because let's be honest, most of the fans of these streamers are all weirdos, playing on congregating.
As someone who works security for events, these people don't even look like actual security, just like your usual ushers or ticket scanners. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty accurate.
It's accurate.
Did they use Twitch mods as security or something?
Yeah, basically, yes, they did.
That's pretty crazy. If you're a big streamer, especially female, I think twice before attending these events. Too many vulnerabilities in the system. Yeah, I mean, pretty much the same sentiments we have.
Yeah, okay.
The dog collar thing's getting out of control. Twitch streamer Kelton G assaults elderly men in Japan after being asked to stop filming. Oh, we already saw that. Senna's response. I don't really care about Senna. I don't know if you want to.
I hate her. I think she's the largest clout chaser.
Let's see if she has a good take.
I did see one journalist say, security was so strict, journalists couldn't even do their job.
Is she in an abandoned hospital?
Girl, you know damn
Good
well.
question.
All right, like let's keep it a buck. You know damn well they weren't that strict. Okay, they did try to do better this year.
Pause it.
You know damn well. Don't even.
Again, I find it extremely interesting. None of the streamers and people at the event have mentioned who was working security, right? You and me, first thing, wow, that guy's overweight. Wow, that chick is fucking 80 pounds. Wow, there's the colored hair. That guy's too young. Immediately, right? First thing we notice is that clearly they're underqualified, not by their resume, but by their looks. It's common sense.
You know what the funniest thing is, Doug?
Yeah.
I think, they knew ahead of time that Emiru was going to be doing the meet and greet, and they required her to do it as part of the event, right? So I think they literally, that guy that they put for as their security was literally their best man. They put their best man.
He's looked like their best man. He looks like the eldest that's been there. He looks like the most fit, and I'm using that very loosely here. But again, you notice how none of the streamers comment on how these people look. Not a single one. And that's within the programming. That's within the program. can't comment on the fact that half of them are tiny Asian women or that the other half are overweight soy boys. Can't comment on that. That would get them in trouble.
Yeah.
That would get them in more trouble on Twitch than the guy who actually did the groping. And they
That's
know
crazy.
it. That's
Yeah.
why none of them say anything.
Iron Mouse reveals Twitch staff threw out all the gifts meant for the VTubers from the fans.
Yeah, not even Twitch gives a
deeply-
fuck about VTubers.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Kick has him quarantined, so I mean,
True.
honestly, Kick probably has the best response to that. Just quarantine him. Streamer gets assaulted for reading provocative chat message in public. Whatever. Hassan just being himself as usual. It's kind of weird how much people are just sucking his dick.
He's a
that
poster.
won't even acknowledge.
He's the poster boy of Twitch. He fits all the markers. All the markers.
Yeah.
He's the TurboLib 9000, and they love it. Those fucking overweight, transferring, moderation people who run Twitch are in love with him. He can do no wrong. They flicker goon to him all the time.
Yeah. Oh my god. I miss PewDiePie, man.
Yeah, dude, he's become such a based gentleman.
Dude, I miss the days where PewDiePie would just fucking play a horror game and I could just watch him scream and his fucking head off at the jump scares.
It was
Oh
so
my-
novel,
the only-
too. The camera quality was less than any of our current phones.
It's like, hey, what's up, guys? It's PewDiePie. Oh my
PewDiePie.
god, it was such a different time, Doug. It was such
I
a
know.
different time. You could just sit there, relax, watch him. Dude, the best ones were him playing on the Oculus. He got
And
genuinely
now-
scared on the fucking Oculus.
Dude, even just look at what used to pass for the best, which is PewDiePie, and currently some of the most watched people on Twitch is Hassan. Like, they're not even comparable, bro. It's not even in the
Yeah.
same ballpark.
Yeah, it's not. I want to see this.
Like,
You know, it's not a big, nothing.
it's not a big deal just for.
Very little cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why you scared? Like,
No,
are
it's
you
I just
pussy?
feel, no, I just feel bad.
You are pussy or no?
Yeah, I just feel. You know, I feel bad regardless of how little it is. I don't want.
I don't know what's going on here.
If he just fucking launched a firework into an Indian girl's eye and blew it off.
Oh, shit.
And they're calling him a pussy for feeling bad about it.
Is that... Oh, man. Click-
Oh my god.
Click through some of these links.
Yeah, sure.
These were all related to the event, or, further
Yes.
talking points. So not the first
one you
one,
wanna
that's
click
what we
on?
just watched. Click the third one. Or fourth one. How many did I send you? Yeah, click
Send me like 5.
click the fourth one. We'll transition to this too, because I want to go on a nice little fucking rant here shortly.
About India.
But yeah, so this is Dan Clancy, the CEO of Twitch, and this was his response after getting asked about it.
We saw one Twitch streamer yesterday, Emiru.
But can you pause already? Can you pause already? Why is she wearing a fucking mask, dude? Yeah, why are you wearing a mask during an interview? I can't understand anything you're saying. If you're that concerned with getting a disease, I don't know, like a plastic shield or something, put the mic. I don't know what to tell you, but dude, why are you wearing a mask? I can't hear you. And again, yeah, go ahead.
To be fair, Doug, if I was face to face with Dan Clancy, I'd be wearing a mask too. You don't know what kind of STDs he's got on him.
Why is she wearing a mask during an interview, man?
You're talking to the Goon Lord, Doug. You're sitting face to face with the Goon
Fair enough.
Lord.
This guy is the trans furry king.
You don't know what he's got on.
Fair enough.
Fan, and a lot of streamers have, especially female streamers, have talked about, the danger that they feel from these sort of toxic, I guess, parasocial kind of creeps. What are you guys doing to prioritize
Can you pause
safety? 'Cause I know
again?
also a bunch of
Like, even okay, I wasn't even gonna flame her, but even her question is retarded. No, what? So again, immediately for us, we didn't say this guy is probably a retard social parasite, who thinks that he has an actual love connection. We just know that people like this psycho exist. It's a default setting for some people on the planet. This should be common sense. It should be the most common sense thing we all know there are some men, some women, but particularly here, this is about men, who are just sick fucks who are going to try and do some shit like that. Given 100%. We all know it. Here's what you should do. Hire competent security, right? Just this the end. What does she ask? What? We seem to have a social parasite problem. Yeah, your IQ is less than 80, woman. That's what you just said out loud to me. You have less than 80 IQ, because if you think the problem here is social parasitism and not that the security sucked, you're retarded. Sorry.
I mean, Doug, if they hired actual security, they'd have to pay more money.
True. And they'd all probably be buff white people.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Doug, I think everyone's more afraid of black people for obvious reasons. I think if I was to have security, they would all be black.
I mean, I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying they would be all buff white people.
Exactly.
Twitch content creators said that they were too scared to even come to TwitchCon this year, just in case something like what happened yesterday would happen.
The safety of our creators is the top priority. The challenge we face is a challenge in today's society.
Hold on for a second, Doug.
Once again, I just want to bring it back to this conversation should be all about the security. And what does she ask? This is probably a proctored conversation where, it's very intentional to move the blame off of Twitch. So what does she ask? Wow, we seem to have a weird problem today with parasocializing. And then what does Dan Clancy say? Yeah, this is only a unique problem to this day and age where these people who are watching influencers, something like celebrities, they can be crazed fans. Wow, something very unique to this time period. Like what, dude? I'm getting so irritated. I'm gonna start threatening violence. Oh God! All I'm saying is, brother, this conversation from beginning to end is already two retards trying to make sure that nobody wants to talk about how half the security is pint-sized Asian women and overweight soy boys.
Also, Doug, I want to say a few things here.
Sorry, go ahead. I ran all the time. Go ahead.
I thought she was trans. She's not trans. She's actually a genuine female, which was hard to believe considering her voice. Also, her hair is ugly as shit. Why the fuck are you doing double pigtails? This ain't middle school, bitch. Also, why the fuck do you have so many fucking wristbands? How many do you need? I'm not in high school, bitch. Also, what the fuck is with your earlobes? Are you trying to bring them down to the level of an African, bitch? All right, Doug. That was my complaint. That was my roast.
All right.
All right,
It's not
we
limited
continue.
to Twitch. It extends throughout our society. I do think that when you're live streaming, in many ways, since you control your community and you can ban people, you can make it so that those people that you don't want engaging with you and participating with you aren't there. Okay, it's very different. When I use other short form content and people say all sorts of stuff, well, I can't stop that. But when I live stream, they basically don't bother me. Now, what happened yesterday obviously was something that we care deeply about, securing this environment. We're looking.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
In one of your previous statements implies that you care. Well,
Yeah.
something really weird is going on because on the internet, these people can be blocked, but in real life,
Yeah.
they can just kind of do what they want, and the mute button doesn't do anything. Wow, we just learned that.
Crazy.
We're gonna have an internal communication session with our transferring moderation team and figure out what we can do.
I can already imagine the Jeff Bezos waking up in the morning, doing the American Psycho routine, moisturizing his entire face with a mask, taking it off, fucking scalping his head and making it shine with a buffer, fucking getting out of the shower with the towel around his waist. He has the fucking AI inside of his shower. Hey, Alexa. Yes, Master Bezos. Call Mr. Clancy. Mr. Clancy, fucking Dan answers the phone. He's like, yes, Mr. Bezos. Like, how's the Emiru situation? Well, it's good. We've gotten, we've tried to, get in contact with her. We got the lawyers talking to her and everything. I just talked to Miss Lawrence. Quiet. Silence. Mr. Clancy, Lawrence works for me. Your answers weren't as expected. We're going to need you to bump it up this year. Yes, sir. Whatever you need. How many people on your team are furries? Mr. Bezos, sir, please. I don't think we can afford to hire an answer the question. Well, sir, we have about 15. 15 is a very low number, Mr. Clancy. We're going to need to bump that number up to 50 by the end of the year. I want all of them in fursuits attending TwitchCon as security by the end of this year. Do you understand me, Mr. Clancy? Yes, sir, right away. Oh, and Mr. Clancy, yes, Master Bezos. That woman that you were in bed with, she's now at the bottom of the river. Please keep your connections a little bit more closer. If she was a furry, she would have lived. We'll be seeing you, Mr. Clancy. He hangs up the phone.
Jeff Bezos personally walks around with at least 15 furries around him at all time.
He just walks into his living room. All right, time for the yiffing session. Master Puff Puff, unleash the anal cavity. There's a guy in a pink bear costume that just sits on a chain in the fucking living room.
Oh my god.
Looking very closely at everything that happened there, and I care deeply about Emmy. She's a friend of mine, and
is she? She's suing you.
Yes, clearly you guys are besties.
Yeah, I mean,
so I want to see how we can support her. This is just something we have to keep working on. I think everyone identifies our tools in terms of trust and safety as the leaders in the industry about helping creators, but that means there's always more work to be done.
What are you even? What are you?
There was no work
being
done to begin with.
I mean, you can even start with it. Well, we are looking closely at the footage to figure out where the problem was. Huh. Well, let's see. We spent about 5 minutes watching the footage, I think less, and we saw a 7-foot giant walk past 3 half-pint-size Asian women, 2 overweight soy boys, and then grope a 90-pound-year-old woman. That's what we saw. Huh. So me, just, I've dropped out of college and everything, so maybe my take isn't as important, and maybe I'm more stupid than both of these two. But what I would suggest with my dumb brain is maybe hire people who are actually suited for the job and could stop somebody who'd want to commit harm against your staff or against your celebrities. I don't know, just an idea. Again, maybe I don't know anything. Maybe you know more. Maybe the half-pint Asians have a superpower I'm missing. Maybe the trans HRT-filled people also have a superpower that I'm just unaware of. Maybe the soy boys have some special technique that I've just missed in the 5 minutes of footage. Maybe that's what he's talking about. Maybe that's what they're trying to identify in the 1 minute and a half amount of footage that exists. At which point could we have deployed the trans furry barking team so that they bit the ankles on the giant?
Yeah. Oh my god. Like,
where are the hounds? Where are they? I distinctly told pink-haired Jenny the Third to hire the trans hounds. Where are the hounds at?
Yeah, where are the trans hounds?
Where are the trans
Pink-haired
hounds?
dogs that just sit on chains. Mr. Clancy. Yes, Master Bezos. Do you see the problem that's wrong with this Rottweiler in front of me? No, Master Bezos, I don't. Is this Rottweiler trans? Answer the question. Is it trans? Well, it's a dog, sir. I don't know. So you don't know if the dog is trans or not? No, Master Bezos. Does the dog have pink hair? No, Master Bezos. Why not? Why not?
Why not? All of these dogs need to have
Do I need to
pink or
get
blue
Christy
hair.
Gnome on the phone? Do I need to call up Christy Gnome right now and we can take care of this problem in 2 seconds? No, Master Bezos. They'll be trans and have pink hair by the end of the day. The dog just whimpers.
Don't worry, we have full stock of HRT. We're pumping them right now as we speak. We're sorry.
If that dog doesn't have plump nipples by the end of the day, you're fired.
I want mustaches on every woman. What is going on? mustaches on every biological woman by next week.
You might next week.
Like, what is
Oh
even
my
this?
gosh.
What is even this conversation? Go ahead, play the rest. Play the rest.
The world we live in now.
Lenny had posted earlier today that I guess this
We're
fan was
fucked up.
allowed to cross multiple barriers.
This
at
is worse to
TwitchCon.
me. Their conversation is way worse to me.
I mean,
like
they're having a corporate conversation. We're having like a degeneration of the human
Why
genome type
should
of
streamers
conversation.
have Twitch to keep them safe at TwitchCon? Because I feel like simultaneously this has been such a secure event to the point that even like journalists have had struggled. Like, you know,
oh,
it was very
she's the
secure.
retard who is peddling it. Yes, this event is so secure. We hired literally like 5 half-pint Asian women and like 6 soy boys. Listen, there were titties on every male in the building. This event couldn't have been more secure. The men were literally lactating. They were literally lactating.
Yeah, the lactation was inevitable.
Every female had a mustache,
Oh,
and every male had titties. I'm so confused. What? This is the secure event. All right,
Oh,
so
wait, is this gonna be based? Is this a base clip? Is this a based clip?
we look. So we're gonna broaden this into it. I don't. It's pretty funny that it's poor Asian women, to be honest with you, who just keep seeming to suffer. But,
Wait, Doug, I'm going to predict the future. I'm going to predict
go
the
ahead.
future.
Go ahead. Tell me. Go ahead.
The attacker
Mm-hmm.
will be of a minority status,
All right. All right. What?
and they will not be fluent in the English language. In fact, they will have their own dialect.
Okay.
They will also be taller than the individual that they attacked.
Okay.
I believe they will also be wearing a Nike pair of shoes, or perhaps an Air Jordan.
All right. All right.
Let's see. Let's see.
All
how
right, so
correct I am.
just some context. This female streamer she's traveling across America, and this one is I thought this was in Chicago. It says New York City. That could be wrong, but either way, you get it. She's another Asian streamer who's just live streaming out in the open, a public space, which is what you can do. And yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
I've been filming my.
Sorry that.
But look, I didn't actually show my stuff. Look, I didn't tell you to do
Well,
this.
it's up to you. Do you want to like promote
Look,
your work
I
right
didn't
now?
promote. I
I'm
didn't ask you to come to America
Okay.
to steal our
Sure.
work. Look,
I apologize.
look,
yeah.
I didn't tell the Chinese cockroach to come over
Bye.
here.
Yeah, I'm a
steal
Chinese
our work.
cockroach. Yeah,
Look, I
bye.
didn't tell the Chinese
Bye.
fucking
Don't touch
cockroach.
me. Get
Look,
away.
The fucking Chinese
Yeah,
cockroach. I didn't
okay.
tell the fucking
Yeah,
Chinese
sure,
cockroach to
sure.
come to America
Okay.
to steal our fucking while y'all been filming
Yeah.
this.
My
They're so
Jew
brave.
hands are
They're so
conventional.
brave, dude. All of these nice, big, tall men are just so brave. It is always the small, poor Asian women who fucking immediately get harassed by these very, very strong men. God bless. God bless the promotion of these men over, the other kind. Because
The black
toxic.
people, the black people are so based, Doug. I'm gonna say it. They're based. I'm sorry. She's just minding her own business. He doesn't even give a fuck. He doesn't even know if she's Chinese or not. He's
Nope.
just like, this Chinese fucking cockroach coming to my country. That's it. I'm gonna take my iPhone with the cracked back on it that the government pays for, and we're gonna get the show on the road.
Oh, fantastic. Absolutely
That's
fantastic.
a go-getter. That's who we need at TwitchCon security.
They wouldn't hire him. He's too tall.
But he's black.
Yeah, but he's too tall. Listen, even the liberals don't like tall black men.
This is crazy.
Look, I didn't tell you to do
Well,
this.
it's up to you. Do you want to like promote
Look,
your work
I
right
didn't
now?
promote. I
I'm
didn't ask you to come to America
Okay.
to steal our
Sure.
work. Look,
I apologize.
look,
yeah.
I
To
didn't
steal
tell
our
the
work.
Chinese cockroach
But
to
it doesn't
come
even
to
have a
something
shirt
tells
on.
me you aren't
Okay,
working.
yeah.
Look, I
Bye.
didn't tell the Chinese
Bye.
fucking
Don't touch
cockroach.
me. Get
Look,
away.
The fucking Chinese
Yeah,
cockroach. I didn't
okay.
tell the fucking
Yeah.
Chinese.
No one gives a fuck, dude. People are just
Nobody
walking
cares,
by,
right?
don't
They
give
just
two
walk
shits.
right by. And I'm gonna tie this into the whole Trump deploying the National Guard to each of these cities. Good. To be honest with you, I hope he gets shot. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, can I say that? I don't think
Doug,
I
you
can
probably-
technically say that.
He probably already has been anyway. Listen, Doug.
That's true.
This is why
That's
I
true.
love this. This is why I love the world. This is what this video makes me love the world more, because I realize that even the people that aren't complicit in what's happening in the world are suffering from their own demise about being complicit in the things that have already happened in the world. You see all these people walking by.
Oh yeah.
Like you said, Doug, 100 years ago, this guy would have been fucking knocked the fuck out by
Immediately.
someone, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, the men walk past, no one
Yep.
gives a fuck. Hoflation has gotten to the point.
So
These
bad. dude.
bitches just don't matter anymore. They don't matter anymore. They don't matter. You are now equal with men, which means no one gives a fuck about you. And I love seeing
I
that
think
happen.
it's a combination of the feminization of men, hoflation, and
Yeah.
just the overall like let's play this situation out, right? And we've already seen what happens actually, but let's play this out. Let's say any of those men who
Yeah.
are walking by actually intervened. Most of them were white, and it just so happens to be that way. And they attack this guy.
Yeah.
Who's getting
Yeah.
more condemnation? The white guy. The white
Yeah,
guy. It's not this
100%.
guy around.
100%.
And we saw this on the train incident, the subway incident, where the white guy choked out the black guy who was, I think he was harassing a female. Go figure. We already know how the situation plays out. We already know. We've already seen it. And so, of course,
Let
they
the
just
weak
walk
die. Let the weak die.
by. Okay. All right, calm down. Calm down. So the same streamer, I sent you another clip here in that same batch.
Yeah.
Same exact chick is in, it's the Asian Dawn status one, the very last one. She was in Chicago, and she gets to experience the shootout.
I think she just wants to die.
I mean, I'm sure she's doing it for views, but also we're talking about New York and Chicago, which at some point were seen as, world-worthy traveling destinations.
She
you know,
thinks
they're-
it's fucking fireworks.
Eh.
The innocence.
and I just like,
You can hear the bullets whizzing past her.
Yeah.
Dude.
I gotta go.
I gotta go. It's fireworks.
What the fuck? Are those fireworks? I'm free. I'm
Nope,
free.
this is America. And those aren't fireworks.
Why y'all been filming my stuff?
I gotta listen to that shit again.
Yep. By the way, the mayor of Chicago. Wow, they really
You
are
have
hitting
no
close
idea
to
how
her.
close she was.
Yeah, she is
You
really
have
close.
Those hit the car on like the other side of the parking lot. She was so
I
close
think
to
it's like
getting hit.
maybe just a few down from her, to be honest with you, like maybe 2 or 3 cars away from her.
It's so crazy to think that just like a few, like maybe like 100 meters over, there's some people that are shooting it out over territory that they don't even own. The government owns it, but because
Yeah.
they marked it with some graffiti, now all of a sudden they're fighting over it and shooting each other. And then she's just over there hiding behind a car, like, guys, there's fireworks.
Dude, just imagine. And again, it's so specifically the Chicago one is funny because recently the Chicago mayor came out and said, "We don't want the DC troops here. We don't want the National Guard. Our city is safe. Everything is fantastic and great, and it's all butterflies and rainbows. We don't need the National Guard." And I just, again, you never get it from our media. You never do. You'll never find that shit on media. However, you look at these fucking IRL streamers who come here from all over the world, and literally, I'm not gonna lie, it's more dangerous than if they went to an actual third world country. I'm sure
Yeah,
this
it
chick
is.
went to Singapore, or not Singapore, sorry, but like, Philippines or Thailand or Cambodia or fuck, dude. We saw a live streamer in Myanmar during a civil rebellion, and he was safer than this chick traveling in Chicago. That's
It's
how
great.
that's how fucked it is, guys. We literally followed a live streamer who was traveling in Myanmar during a coup, a revolution, and he was in a much safer situation than this chick traveling to New York and Chicago. Yeah, fantastic job, liberals. Fantastic job. Hey, great. You're right. Chicago doesn't need the National Guard, clearly. Just a shootout happening. Fucking out in the open. Well, fuck it. It's great. Fantastic. Absolutely great. New York, you can't walk down the fucking place without getting harassed for over 50% of it. And I've been to Chicago, and I'm not gonna lie, I was way more scared than this woman. I was a lot more scared than her. She's brave. Maybe she's just ignorant to what's going on around her, right? She thinks it's fireworks and shit. Maybe she thinks the other guy was like part of a zoo exhibit. Like, I don't know. But like, brother, come the fuck on. Yeah, we don't need the National Guard. Yeah, clearly things are good.
Because the thing is, how are they going to get welfare if they don't vote for the Democrats? And then the Democrats can't do anything to their cities, right? How are they gonna get their welfare if they don't vote blue?
dude, welfare, freedom to shoot each other, like freedom to walk into the stores and steal like crazy. They complete freedom to do whatever they want.
I want to go to a Democrat city just so I can steal.
You can't, bro. I've been to a Democrat city. Hey, you could do exactly that. You can walk in there, fucking steal it. Hey, they don't give a fuck.
As long as it's not over $950, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't care. You can literally just walk in and walk out. They don't give a fuck, dude. They don't care at all.
I want to steal stuff now. I want to steal stuff.
Okay, calm down.
It was black.
Okay. All right, calm down.
But what a cruel fate it is to not be able to.
Twitch put out a statement, by the way, for the Emiru thing. The safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. This behavior displayed by the individual involved in the incident yesterday involving a high-profile streamer was completely unacceptable and deeply upsetting. What, like, what is that? What does any of that mean, dude? How about you? Why do you
corporate jargon?
You might as well just come out and say you hired 5 more transferees and that's what you're doing, and then you're calling it a day. Like, what?
And then Trump is busy constructing a ballroom, I guess.
I don't know. He's trying to fix the Middle Eastern situation, and I don't like. It's just never gonna cure itself. It'll never. It'll never happen.
If he fixes it, then how does he get oil? How does he make money? If the Middle
By
East
fixing it.
situation gets fixed,
he wants it fixed.
How does Israel get money?
I mean, you're right. The problem is just Israel, but I think for him, he just wants to bring oil prices down. So, yeah, what are we doing?
I'm just scrolling at this point.
Kurt Kaz recently went to London. You know, maybe just type Kurt Kaz, see if you can't see some of the footage from London. So you follow him every time he posts. This channel is like a fan reaction thing for us. And again, if you don't know who this guy is, he is a live streamer who travels the world, goes to usually the most desolate places he can find. And recently he's been traveling in Europe. And go figure, Europe looks worse than most of the third world countries that I've seen him travel in. It actually looks worse. And in the UK, it was pretty funny, honestly. I'm not going to lie. Him in the UK was pretty basic. The classic characters yelling at him, throwing shit at him, threatening to attack him. Just the usual bullshit. I don't think we can play the whole video. Maybe you want to skip through or something?
I mean, yeah, I'll look for the parts that are interesting.
He's walking through. So he's one of my favorites. Yeah, it's a Free Palestine protest. And just to be clear, this guy's not pro-Israel either. he just recognizes that foreign influence is foreign influence, and his homeland or one of his homelands doesn't look anything like what it used to. And yeah. So these guys were actually nice about it, but literally just before this, he was getting harassed.
No way. No.
Yeah, you can just go back a little bit, but I love him. If you want to see, yeah, go ahead.
No, it seems kind of here like he's showboating a little bit with the bathrobe and everything.
Oh yeah, he showboats.
Like for the most part, it seems pretty much okay. I mean, like I'm avoiding this place in London. I mean, he's able to walk through the street without getting attacked so far, which is pretty good. Obviously, you got this guy right here. He's mutton chops over there. He's at his fellow McDonald's. I like that guy. I like his laugh. He has a trustworthy laugh.
The bodyguard?
He has a blanket. No, the guy on the
ground.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, okay, right.
Drink.
Yeah, but I mean, the UK is just garbage anyway. I don't even know why he's wasting his time going there.
He was just trying to show how dog shit has become. But we're going to skip over to Dublin, Ireland. Okay, I don't know why I just copy and pasted it to you, but just type in Dublin, Ireland.
Yeah, I'm just going to type in Ireland. So it'll probably be the first thing that comes up.
Yeah, so they're currently throwing a massive protest out in front of a migrant hotel. Because one of the migrants from the hotel... it's gonna bother me. We talked about these stupid things so much, but One of them raped a little girl there because, of course, it happened like that. And so the Irish people are currently protesting the migrant hotel that the dude was from.
Yeah, protesting.
We've talked about it 1,000 times on the show.
Why does it always have to go all the way up to fucking loud?
I'll say this: I don't think the fire is in the right place.
No, probably not.
Nope. 10 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is what this is real protesting. Okay, police cars on fire. That's protesting, not walking out there with a bunch of signs. You need violence to achieve results. This, I mean, granted, there's a lot of people there. You could obviously be running more police cars than just the one, right? Let's talk about efficiency here, right? You got at least a few thousand people here, you know?
Yeah.
Even if you assign like what 1,000 people to a police car, that's at least 4 police cars burned by the end of the night, right? Come on, like this is slowpoke stuff.
I don't know how many little girls it takes before you really get into it. You know what I mean? Like how many? Because this is what you do. You go to the streets. It's been a ridiculous amount, right? And you just go to the streets and you hold up your signs and you burn down an effigy. So what exactly? If they don't respond after the first time, the third time, the fifth time, the 80th time, like, you know, all I'm saying is we watched Myanmar. Was it Myanmar? Nepal. Sorry, I don't know. Earlier I said Myanmar. Nepal was the place that had the coup. We saw what they did with less than half of this.
Yeah, I think the thing is, it's like...
I think we can legally say that they should throw a coup in Ireland, right? I think we can legally say that. Yeah, you guys should fucking
I
throw
mean,
overthrow
the Irish
the
are pretty
government.
stupid. I don't think they're capable of overthrowing the government.
True, they're setting trees on fire. Oh, jeez, that was... Sorry for your ears.
You saw it. I even turned it down.
Yelling and screaming and hoopla. Attack the police.
Kill the police officer. What are you doing? He's
attack
right there. Go
attack the police, but whatever you do, don't attack the migrants who are doing the pillaging. Yeah, way to go. You guys are really making a fucking difference. I'm just so tired of it. I just can't be bothered anymore. If you, I just cannot be bothered. And like I said, less than 100 years ago, this type of thing would have happened one time. And let's be honest, even the mafias located in the region would put in more work because they care more. It would be one little girl. That'd be the end of it. Lots of people would be dying, and you would never hear from that shit again. Diversity is a code for white genocide. Okay. Irish are built different. Yeah, the Irish. They're burning trees and police cars. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's better than what anyone else has been doing. To be honest,
I know you're not wrong, but
what have the British done?
How many
signs?
Right. So back to my other question: how many little girls does it take before they actually get to what matters?
All of them. Oh my god.
People have had enough in Ireland. Bottles rain down on Irish police this evening as they stand guarding a hotel. Dude, fucking run the police down and break into the hotel. Set that bitch on fire.
Cars?
Yeah, I mean,
couldn't they just run them over? Like, all it takes is one hero with a car to just, destroy this little line that they got going on here.
Do something, dude. Do something. Do anything. Do
honestly,
fucking anything.
There needs to be explosions. There needs to be murder, blood in the streets. There needs to be chaos.
6 months ago, I was like, why are you saying that? That's crazy. That's bad. I'm with you now. Okay? I'm one more Irish girl getting harmed from joining them. Okay? Like, come on, guys. What are you doing? Seriously. This is ridiculous.
I still can't believe you thought I was joking when I told you that Europe was turning into Muslim land.
Nah, yeah, I mean, I did. I thought you were joking, and we don't even. Again, for us, we're kind of desensitized to it because it just happens every day. We could literally sit here every single episode, every single week, and just fill 3 hours with these incidents. Every single fucking week we could do it. I see it all the time. And the UK is number 1. The Ireland is, up there. Sweden is up there. We could literally fill an entire 3-hour episode every week easily with this stuff. We don't talk about it anymore. This is, the first time we talked about it in a little bit. Just because.
I mean, think about it. Like, look, all one car is all it would take. You think those shields are going to stop anything? You think that shield is going to stop a car?
The Nepalese did more with less. The Madagascarians, I don't know what we call them, did more with less. What are they throwing? Like rocks?
Glass bottles.
Like, wow, yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's more than what they've done in
That's true. Like, hey, I'm flaming them out here. This is a good start, but I want to see more.
Yeah, this is an excellent start.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
Like, look, like there's literally a car right there. They could literally kill that guy, take his car, and ram the fucking.
I mean, you wouldn't even have to. You could just drive it slowly forward. What do they? Do the Irish people? Do the Irish cops even carry guns? No, right?
No.
I don't think so. Dude, it's the easiest
Only
rebellion in the world. It's the easiest rebellion of all time.
And all it takes is 4 wheels and a hunk of metal.
I don't even think it takes that. Just walk up, start ripping down those fucking things. Bum rush the damn thing.
Dude, I'm the first guy ripping that guy out of the fucking hatchback SUV, attaching him to the front of the windshield.
Mad Maxing it?
Yeah, Mad Maxing it. Be like, oi, wait, I'm one of you guys. I'm one of you guys. Strapping it to the front of the... Like, we need an extra meat shield. Thank you for your sacrifice, dude.
Oh, shit. Dude, they're getting up there. They are starting to get a little more and more up there. But again, how many little girls does it take, man? How many? And what kind of society are we living in that the protesters are... It's the protesters versus... Oh!
Look!
That was weak. That was fucking weak.
He probably didn't want to get hit by the glass bottles from his teammates.
Look at the government protecting the criminals. I'm just gonna call them. Look at government protecting the criminals, dude. What kind of world do we live in? True, brother. True. What? This is the world. This is. He hit him. He fucking clocked him in the head with the rock. Let's go.
Oh, there's the fucking dumpster. Oh. I love how violent the Irish are.
They need to get more. I want to see more. Hopefully this gets worse.
I want it to get worse. There needs to be more chaos. They need to burn down the entire system and start from scratch, to be honest with you.
I don't even know you need to do all that much, but all I know is the current people in power, it's go time. You need to go. Yeah, what you're doing is ridiculous.
Wait a minute. If they're going to assault the little girls anyway, let's leave them out as bait. And then when they get attracted to them, then we'll just kill them.
Wait, what? Are you talking about the Irish citizens?
Yeah, I'd be like, if they're just going to assault the little girls anyway, let's put the little girls on a leash outside the courtyard. And then when the migrants come, we'll whack them upside the head all squattily do.
Oh my god. That happens all the time, guys. Every single day. In Europe. It's so bad. It's so bad in Europe.
A water cannon to use on the natives. They brought in a water cannon?
Yeah.
Is that the best they could come up with?
I'm telling you, you gotta think about it. Like, they don't have guns there, So all of the systems are watered down, literally.
Someone needs to teach the Irish how to make a Molotov. They've drank whiskey enough to know that it's flammable. Okay, let's be honest.
What is this guy saying? Politician? Is he rambling?
Find out. He's probably rambling, saying corporate talk.
I'm sure.
To this particular story, which I think are very, very important, that we have fought long and hard about over the last number of years here in Leinster House. The first issue is the issue of Tusla. It is quite incredible that we have spent the summer searching for the remains of 2 young boys who were known to Tusla. It's quite incredible that we witnessed the murder of a boy last week who was in a Tusla residential location.
Can you pause?
And it's quite incredible.
Why is he saying these things are incredible? That would not be the word I would use. Incredible? Incredible is a positive connotation word, right? I mean, I know it could be used in this.
Speaking,
but I'm saying normally it's used with a positive connotation. I'm just saying if I was
impossible to believe.
Okay, fair enough, but I feel like
difficult to believe.
Horrifying, You know, abhorrent.
Once again, they use a different form of English than we do.
Fair enough. Okay, I'll cut it to that. I'll leave it to that. But
that a 10-year-old girl absconded from Tuzla Care in the city centre yesterday, and it is alleged that she was raped on the property of an iPass centre. And also
alleged
in relation to this.
I want to search up something real quick.
Alleged. It was only alleged. Half the city is currently rebelling, but yeah, it's just alleged. We don't know if it's real. Yeah, I was kind of curious what that meant.
Ireland's International Protection Accommodation Service for Asylum Seekers. Gotcha.
Jesus, nice.
Issue we have to ask questions is, how did that happen? How is it that the case that since 2021, 161 children have been referred to the Gardaí for child sexual exploitation?
Can you pause? What does he mean? How does it happen? You just said all of the details out loud. I hate it. We say it so much. I hate saying it. This poor little girl was raped on a community center held for migrants. What's the mystery? How did this happen? Oh my God. Oh, this is so unbelievable. We only have the most rapes in the fucking Western world. Oh, this is so surprising and crazy. Guys, I don't know what's going on. This is exactly like the Twitch interview, by the way. This is exactly like we're looking at the footage. We're gonna see what happened and see how many more transferees we need to hire to fix this situation. Because clearly we have not hired enough liberals. You know, we only have 500. Yeah. We need to hire more liberals, and surely that'll solve the problem. As a matter of fact, I'm stepping down, and I am giving my position to someone even more further left than me, and that should solve the problem.
Pink Bonbon, for the furry pink bear.
Pink Bonbon. Oh my God.
I know what we're gonna call the new transferees that we're hiring. We're gonna call them transfers. Transfers for short.
This one isn't even actually Irish.
They just have the Irish colors on the tail.
Yes, this one is straight from Iraq. Straight from Iraq. I see the Iraqis. They're very familiar with how these poor little girls keep suffering. Happens all the time there. And they figured out how to solve the problem by taking away the rights of the little girls. Genius idea. And we're thinking we're going to implement that here in Ireland. What is this? What are you looking at here?
Prom photo from Ireland, supposedly. None of these women are attractive. I don't think anyone's missing out on anything over in Ireland, to be honest with you. I care slightly less now. Thousands of Irish people have taken to the streets after a 10-year-old girl. Yep. We've read about this.
An African asylum seeker every single day. Every single day.
Guys, just burn something for the love of God.
How are you not? It's just wild that we see way more buildings burn in America for less than this.
A Neanderthal could come up with this solution. Oh, me create fire. Lightning create fire. Fire good. Fire cook my meat. Fire burned down the village of the Neanderthal who fucked my wife. Me use fire to burn down the establishment. Like, a Neanderthal could come up with this, but the Irish somehow seemingly can't seem to figure out, maybe a Molotov cocktail might be the best solution. No, they just take the glass bottles. They're like, I finished drinking the whiskey.
yeah. Like, hey, protest.
What do I do with it now?
We're going to protest. Chug, 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 chug. Throw the bottle. All right.
Let me wipe my mouth off with a handkerchief, looking at my almost empty bottle of whiskey with a little bit still at the bottom, and the handkerchief in my right hand, and the almost empty glass bottle of whiskey in my left hand, and the handkerchief in my right hand, and the my lighter in my pocket. What? I should throw the bottle.
Are lighters even legal in these places?
I mean, how else are they going to smoke cigarettes?
All I'm saying, I don't know. Is it over here? Oh, I've got it back there. I keep a lighter on me all times. I don't even smoke. I think a lighter, everyone, of age, should keep a lighter on them at all times. Fire is the most useless tool controlled by mankind. Keep it on you at all times. They should be running around setting everything on fire. Just saying.
Yeah. Fire cleanses, Dougie. Sometimes you gotta fight fire with fire, no pun intended. Wake up, Ireland. We need you. Instead of a light, it's just a drunk Irish guy with no hair. He's passed out of the street. Okay. Listen, save your wholesome shit for when you save your country, all right?
Oh, this is inside the hotel.
This footage is from 2023. This is what the locals have to deal with.
Dude, all I'm saying. Oh my god. All I'm saying is the Japanese have fucking murdered their prime ministers for so much less, dude. And that guy gets to stand up there on that stage and just say the most nonsense bullshit I've ever heard in my life. Wow, these children who keep getting murdered by migrants. This is incredible. This is interesting.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to take a longer look at the footage to try and figure out what's going on here. In Japan, they just immediately stabbed the prime minister and threatened him when they started talking about importing the Indians. Like, dude, just be more like the Japanese. Fuck.
Yeah.
Why is that guy standing there out in the open? He's got no security. He's no plastic shield around him. He has nobody. And he's just like, yeah, I'm a scumbag who thinks we should import more migrants and bring in more liberals.
He's at a private Irish castle. It's not.
Was he?
It's a luxurious, yeah.
Oh.
Like if you look at the surroundings, he was at a private Irish castle. But like if it were me, dude, I'd be like, all right, guys, that's it. We're getting a heavily braided rope. We're turning it into a lasso. We're capturing at least one of these police officers, and then we're killing them right in front of his friend.
Dude, storm the parliament. Storm the fucking line of liberal guardians there. Do something, bro.
Yeah. Do something. Do literally anything.
One thrown molly here ends this conversation, by the way. One thrown molly into that line of police. Done, dude. Absolutely done. Rush the building.
Like, I don't want to. The Irish are so stupid. If only they were like as smart as the Japanese and as violent as the Irish, or as violent as like the fucking Africans, dude, they would have solved this problem in like 2 seconds.
True, not wrong. It'd be over instantly.
Yeah. Like just one Molotov clears these guys out. Do you think they're gonna want to stand in the fire?
One Molotov to clear them out, a second one to set the hotel on fire. Boom! The end of the conversation. A third one on Parliament. Boom! Ends the conversation. Ends it.
Somewhere Stephen King cries a little tear.
Oh, sure he does. Fucking pedo bastard.
Yeah, and fucking The Shining.
You mean It?
No, The Shining. That was with Jack Nicholson at the hotel.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay.
It was a joke about The Shining, but.
Sorry, I don't understand.
It's okay. The joke was that they're burning down the hotel, and he made a horror book about the hotel.
Oh, yes. Yeah, sorry. I thought you were referencing the pedo part.
No. I mean, obviously he's a pedophile, right? Because everyone saw the end of It.
Major update. What did he say?
I don't know. He's
just yabbing.
I don't know. This guy looks like he's drugged out of his mind.
He does look like he just did a lot of coke. Been bouncing out the walls for hours.
100%.
Dude, all I'm saying is, the illegals protested more once Trump got elected. Fucking MAGA protested more when Biden was elected. Like, I don't know. We've seen so much more damage and actual protests in America when just the smallest thing happens than something major like this. Like, I just don't get it, bro. Just do not understand the Irish. I don't understand the mentality of it.
And you can't. This is one of the situations where you can't just get rid of the symptoms. You have to get rid of the cause too.
Go burn down Parliament.
Exactly.
Burn it down. Burn it down.
God gave you fire. Time to use it. Everyone, you need to turn into a pyromancer really quick.
True. Cast fireball.
I'm a lightning wizard. I have a taser.
Fair enough.
You think I wouldn't tase a police officer in Ireland for the fuck of it?
Ireland stands with Palestine, but not with the little children getting raped here by the Palestinians.
Imagine the local old guy police officer that's just like part of like Ireland's like old culture, right? He's like an old police officer. He's just like roaming the streets, and people are like, "What are you going to do about the fucking Islam fucking up the little girl?" He's just like, "Look, listen, I'm just a police. I just security for the local town, and I just come up behind him like lightning wizard."
Don't give him a heart attack. Dumb bastard.
Everyone's just like get him, and just start kicking the old man to death.
It just takes one, dude. All it takes is one.
And I just reload the fucking taser with another cartridge. Like, all right, I'm ready to go again. Oh. Seriously, why don't you own a taser, though? Tasers are pretty good. Tasers are a great way to diffuse the situation without lethal force.
I want to own a gun. I don't give a fuck about no taser. Dude, the second I can, I'm buying a gun. I'm fucking open carrying. I don't give a fuck. What? I live in Florida, bro.
Okay, Doug, here's the reason why you should buy. Here's the reason why you should buy a taser. You ready? With a gun, you can only kill them, right?
I'm doing the world a favor. Like,
no, you don't just want to kill them, right? You want to humiliate them.
Yeah, but the problem
when they're
is,
on the ground having a fucking stroke and their bowels are evacuated.
Yeah.
They're twitching on the fucking ground.
But the problem is, if they live, you're actually more likely to lose in a lawsuit than if you kill them in self-defense, by far. So if you paralyze them, they fall down, they crack their... That's true, yeah. They actually... There's like a lot of gray area where they recommend that you, if someone's breaking into your property, anyways.
You just shoot them?
Yeah, yeah. You are way more likely
what if I tase them and then I stab them?
Yeah, that's probably fine, but you're gonna have to argue that he was still coming at you. Maybe you hit him with a combo. Boom! Maybe that's the move.
All right,
court order.
Order of the court. Order of the court. So it says here that you had your house broken into by a man that you ain't known. The guy's like, yes, sir. Like, and you tased him. All right, that's good. And he had 57 stab wounds.
It's called making sure, Your Honor.
At what point, which stab did you commit that do you think may not have been self-defense? The 58th stab, sir. The 58th one would have been the one that wasn't self-defense. So those 57 stabs were necessary, son. Yes, sir. Even the one on his genitalia.
There's a video of a cop. There's like the sheriff of one of the counties in Florida, and he's saying, he goes up on stage and he's like, the other day we found a dead body on someone's property, and we just want to congratulate the guy who did it. Because he's, they figured out he was breaking into the property, and they're like, I don't know why you're running. We want to congratulate you for defending yourself. So go ahead and come on in.
Yeah.
You don't have to hide. I love Florida so much, dude. This shit's so fucking funny.
You got Sheriff Wayne Ivey, Grady Jude. A lot of great characters.
In Texas, one of the people, there's a dude who killed his daughter's attacker.
Yeah.
He's currently running for mayor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I love it. Love it. Texas, Florida.
I wouldn't kill him. I'd tie him up in my basement. I'd make him do vibe coding for the rest of their life inside my basement.
Did I send you? Oh, never mind. Sorry, keep going.
All right, Hussein, how's the new app on the Android coming along? Sir, please let me go. I need to see my family. Like, nope, you're here undocumented. You're my property now. You're gonna be. I brought you some coffee though. It's from Starbucks. It's a little bit lukewarm, but it should do you some good for the rest of the night. You're gonna be vibe coding for a while. I got Hassan shock collar that he promotes now on his Twitch channel. It was around your neck. Don't worry, that shit ain't ever coming off.
Oh man.
Please, sir, I haven't been able to take a shower in quite a long time. You people don't take showers. Don't get me with that. Oh, here's a.
Holy fuck. I just, and honestly, here, if for comparison, so if you want to move on from the Dublin thing, we finished there?
Yeah, sure.
Here's the things going on in America, okay? And I'm not for the liberals, so this is in Portland, where the National Guard was deployed to take care of the fucking migrant problem. And just compare the difference between protests in America and protests in Dublin.
Fireworks.
Oh god, the music in the background is going to get demonetized.
It's not music. It's garbage. Look at the bunny just standing there.
So this is an ice center that's being guarded by the SWAT team.
I love Portland.
Dude, this looks like a good time. Why are we not in Portland right now?
I know, right? I wish we were in Portland.
So it was a chick walking around with a cane.
I know.
Tear
It'd
gas
be so funny.
everywhere.
Honestly, Doug, it'd be so cozy. We'd be driving along. I'd be fucking like in the car. You're in the fucking passenger seat. It'd be like, all right, Doug, we're on the way to the inner city. You want to go stop by McDonald's? Like, yeah, sure. What do you want? All right, I think I'm gonna get the Big Mac. Can I get one protest Big Mac with a side of riot sauce, please?
And by the way, here, my friend, he's part of the community. Can we get the community discount? We know you guys have to offer.
Yeah, he's a gay, disabled, trans.
We're allies.
We're allies.
Can we get the ally discount?
Ally discount, the ally discount. Yes, of course, sir. Please pull around. Mr. Krabs, another ally discount on the menu. We get the fucking Big Macs. We're sitting there eating the fucking Big Macs. Like, all right, there's the protest. Let's go. We just take a Molotov cocktail, chuck it at the police.
Hell yeah.
Like, sir, someone just showed up in a fucking vehicle. And they just pulled up and just threw a Molotov cocktail. Oh my God, they got another one. And we're just recording it, trying to pretend like we didn't just throw a Molotov. Like, sorry, Doug, I forgot to hit record. All right, we're here today over at Portland. Someone has just thrown Molotov cocktails.
The police and the protesters are now at a complete standoff.
Oh,
I think somebody has died at the one of these protests. Maybe they were shot and killed. Oh, that's right. So a migrant rammed an ICE car, and then a shootout occurred, and now there's more shootouts happening, I think.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it when chaos happens.
America.
I love it.
America,
my Jew hands, they're kvetching.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather a shootout happen because it means people actually give a fuck enough to actually stand up for whoever's getting harmed. I mean, the liberals are retarded here.
Yeah, stand up for something,
clearly.
right?
They think people are getting murdered inside an ICE building that looks cozier than most of the places they actually live in. And of course,
it's
the
a
ICE
fucking parking garage. And the guy's coughing. He's just coughing. Yeah, I mean, where's your gas mask, dude?
I mean, look how many people have cameras.
And gas masks.
Yeah.
They came fucking
Dude,
prepared.
this is like
Maybe
utter
we are smarter
chaos
than them.
and I'm telling you, it's not even close.
Yeah. This guy's just fucking voting like.
That being said, I don't like with the protesters here. What is their goal? Like, okay, you're standing out in front of ICE. Do you think Trump is gonna watch this and be like, "Oh my God, no more deportations. Fuck it, let them all in. Let them all be free." Like, that's
it's not
result,
about
like,
getting rid of. It's not. It has nothing to do with deportations. This is all about making them hurt for imposing their philosophy. That's all it's about.
Oh yeah, of course.
This isn't about fixing the problem. This is about giving them a problem for giving them a problem, kind of thing. It's just eye for an eye.
Why isn't Fox News covering this?
Exactly.
Oh, careful, strobing light warning for anyone with epilepsy.
What if they're blind and have epilepsy? I don't think it matters then, right?
No.
They should just hang out with Sam Pepper for a few days and they'll probably be blind. Look at what they need to mimic. Look at the bunny, dude. Look at the fucking bunny.
There's the transferees. They're out in force.
Honestly, transferees are based in this one.
Yeah, because they're American transferees. Even the American transferees are more based than...
It's like Halloween Horror Nights, but more fun.
Yeah, right? That's what I was thinking. How exciting.
I love it. I love it. All of this is exciting.
Again, round them up. Fucking... What the fuck? Nicki Minaj posted
I have no clue, Nicki. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
What the freak?
We can talk about how bad Pokemon Legends is. It's a pretty good transition.
I mean, yeah, I still have a lot more events, but you can rant about Pokemon Legends. It's fine. I heard it wasn't good.
Oh no, it sucks. It's like terrible. And the thing about it is
when is the last Pokemon game good game? Like when?
The last one?
Power World?
No, not Power. Yeah, I mean, once again, you got the libtards that are gonna. This is not Gunnar art. This isn't even close. You can still clearly see she's wearing clothing. We're not even close to Gunnar art. Not even close. Look at these people, dude. This is okay. You know what, Doug? I think I changed my mind on Pokemon Legends ZA. It's an excellent game.
So
It's quite possibly.
why is the game bad? Explain.
Essentially, it's just. Did you ever play Sonic 2006?
No.
Here, I'll put on some gameplay of Sonic 2006.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't think so. I can't.
Sonic 2006 gameplay.
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah, this game sucked dick. This is the open world one.
Kinda. See if I can just go to where he's already in the city.
In the city.
Wait, was it? It was just. Really
Yeah, I didn't play
bad.
this game. I didn't play this game, but I've seen footage of it. I do
What's
love
weird is
Silver.
that-
He's one of my favorites. Is this game really that bad?
Wait, was it 2006 or 2004?
I think there's like this game has like a weird amount of fans. Like the Sonic fandom is separated into two: the people who like this game and the people who didn't like that game or some shit.
Yeah. Maybe it was 2006. I don't know. All I know is that it reminds me of Sonic 2006 because of how bad the graphics were and the open world. And no voice acting once again. Like this is a Pokemon game. They only spent like $20 million on the game. I think they know that people are just going to buy it no matter how dog shit it is. So they're just going to make money as easily as possible, which is just not putting any money into it and just letting the people that are buy it go wild. Which is kind of sad because it's like I remember when Pokemon used to be good and now it's dog shit. That's just like most of Japan right now. Japan has to get their shit together.
I think it's a worldwide problem where media in general that isn't individualized is, I mean, it's just not doing too hot. Maybe that'll change, but we'll transition here into AI. But I think with the advent of AI to make things more personal, things will get better.
Yeah.
So we have a very interesting announcement here, and it's that Sora, which is the AI video model for OpenAI, is going to allow the production of adult content. Now, obviously, when people say adult content, you immediately think of porn. However, it won't be just porn. They mean anything above PG-13. So currently, if you go and try and make a Sora video, you can't really do violence at all, which is probably, I mean, most of you have probably seen some AI footage. The amount of, fighting contact you've ever seen, probably a little limited. I've used the programs. You can't get, the characters to fight. You can't. They won't do it. There won't be blood. You get my point. Like, it's very, very...
How about just a simple guillotine?
No, now you would be able to. So...
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that they're gonna identify who is 18 plus on the platform. I don't know how, they haven't announced that yet. However, they're going to figure out who's inevitable. That's how they're going to do it, and then you're going to be able to finally make content that is adult, is PG-13 plus. You can actually this is how bad it was, by the way. I was reanimating some pictures of some dead family members, and one of them was my great grandmother, great grandfather, and I was trying to get them to just hug and kiss, some stupid shit, and dance together. It refused to get them to do any kind of intimate action at all. It wouldn't do it. So this is gonna be a big social change here, where finally we will see these models in America, the American models, actually be able to compete in the main market. Because as I was saying last week, the biggest problem right now with American models is that they're censored, and it's a massive problem because most of the models that are being used to make videos they weren't American, they were Asian.
Yeah.
And so the Asians were really winning in that market. And there's a lot of compounding benefits of getting people to use your AI, in which it gets better because it learns what people want. And if you aren't allowing them to use your model and they're going somewhere else, then, obviously that's a problem for you. So I will say the competition between America and Asia when it comes to AI is super beneficial for us. Obviously, competition in general always beneficial, but the competition right now, literally, Asia keeps pushing the boundaries and forcing America to react. I don't like that at all. I think we should have been the ones who were very non-censorship in the first place, but thankfully Asia keeps pushing the envelope for us. I think this will be the last marker where America will start to win out, just because what we've seen is America didn't want to release video models. Asia beat us to that. America didn't want to release models where there was action. You know, I'm talking about just pure fighting and like even just kissing. Asia beat us to that. The next kind of censorship that we see is government censorship. That's what we see. America will obviously win out on that in that area. But yes, I mean, all right. So sorry, just roundabout here. Am I boring you?
No, I just yawn. I'm just yawning. I'm sorry.
So yeah, so the next thing here, this will happen in December. Can you pull up? There's I don't know if you type in Sora 2, maybe it'll come up. I'm addicted to watching these Pokemon documentaries. Have you seen these on Instagram?
I've not.
You haven't? Look up. I don't know. Maybe just type in Pokemon documentary AI. Maybe it'll just come up. But I'm addicted to these videos, and I just want to show you guys as a form of like, this is what you have to look forward to. Maybe just try Pokemon AI, see what comes up. We're in love with Pokemon.
Is it maybe?
Yeah, I think this is it. Is this a video that's like gonna show us? Gonna show us one?
Maybe. There's a loading bar.
No, this is an
Nope,
ad.
it's a trailer.
It loaded an ad.
That's great.
Let me see if I can find it really quick, because I do want to show you guys. I think it's awesome. I think it shows us where we are headed with this technology. And I know people aren't really for it, but Pokemon documentary AI. It's not really a documentary. What's it called? When they do like the BBC. I mean, yes, this is fine. This isn't the channel that I watch, but this is close enough. Can you play the audio or not? It's the top left.
Don't think so.
Top left. Top left. Top left. There you go. And there's still no audio.
Yeah.
Bulbasaur basks in the warmth.
I mean, this isn't even the best quality one that I've seen.
Further down the path, Pikachu flicks its ears at the sound of rustling grass.
It's not bad.
Contained in one small electric frame. In the amber hush of autumn, Eevee rustles through fallen leaves. A creature with the potential to evolve into many forms.
Like Vaporeon.
It's not. Oh God, please stop. This isn't even the best one I've seen, and it still looks great.
Yeah, I mean, I want an AI that is able to think freely and isn't controlled by an entity.
I mean, I do too. We'll never get one.
It's a shame, isn't it?
It is a shame. I mean, I think eventually when people kind of figure out how to get local models on their computers and stuff, then you can really get into it. And we're kind of on our way there. But yeah, for now, using a doctored model is unfortunately kind of the only thing you can do, controlled and censored and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I mean, these videos, the two biggest problems right now with AI video is, one, we're at the point where it's almost indistinguishable from real shit. So that's pretty much there. It'll get better over time, but we're pretty much there. One is they can only do short form content, and it's still really short, and that we know will get fixed. We saw that with text AI, right, where you can only talk to it for a short period of time before it lost its mind. Now you can you can converse with it for days before it even loses its mind, and apparently they figured out how to fix it in the hallucination flaw in general. So these videos, natural progression in length, that'll just happen. And two, censorship. Obviously, they don't want people making inappropriate things with the technology. Unfortunately for America,
And now they don't care.
Right, they have no choice because in Asia they didn't give a fuck. They were running rampant.
Yeah.
Do you remember in South Korea they had that problem where they were making AI nudes of the classmates?
Yeah. Better
It's just,
times.
it's just a competition thing. Like you can't have an Asian model where there's no censorship, and then you have an American model. It's gonna lose. So America's forced to adapt. And this December, watch next year, the internet's gonna get flooded with these videos, flooded with them, and I think it'll be. People's minds are going to get blown by the content they see. I'm talking high-level production quality short films that are completely made with AI. I imagine that more people will spend time watching those than actual, short form content. I think short form content in general will be completely taken over by AI generated videos. And working behind the scenes, currently, all of the videos you've seen with short form content are edited using AI. All of them. All of them. Most of it is entirely automated, by the way. We have the option to do it here. I kind of have a personal hand in making sure it's not bad. But I'm telling you, for most content creators doing short form content, almost entirely automated. I would imagine 99% of all content creators who do short form content or turn their long form into short form, that shit's automated. I can almost guarantee you that.
Yeah.
Starting next year, I think most short form content will be AI generated.
Ooh.
I think
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Awesome. I really love AI and AI content and AI this and AI porn and AI flickerooning and AI Pokemon.
I think it'll be
Real
cool.
things don't matter.
I think you'll enjoy it. Well, yeah, I mean, spiritually or, metaphysically.
The only thing I've been using AI to do, Doug, is to help me vibe code and to answer basic questions like a Google search. Right? No, not you, Google. Shut up.
Yeah.
No, Google. I don't need your help. I just said Google once. Now then you fucking turn on. I feel like, once again, it's like I think I, I don't know, Doug. I'm starting to feel like you remember how back like in the day.
Oh, you're
like,
laying over it.
like,
Hold on, brother. You're lagging. You're full robo right now.
Two thousands.
You are lagged out. Or maybe it's me.
You get the trope of like the jockey.
No,
like
go start
No,
over
you're
because you lagged out. All right, well, he's just flat out DC'd. I'm sure he'll be back shortly. All right, you back? Oh, you're on your phone?
Yeah, I'm on my phone right now.
All right. We didn't hear any of that speech. If you want to try again.
Yeah. I don't know what just happened. God, I don't remember what I was talking about.
You asked me if I remembered something. Was all I got.
Asked you. Oh yeah, you remember the jocks and the nerds, like that trope?
Yeah.
I think like how the jocks were like good with football, and the nerds would just play on their fucking computers and video games and stuff like that. I think eventually it's going to become the jocks are going to be the people that don't use computers as much and just like play trading card games at like an LGS or like do basic stuff in the real world, and the nerds are going to become the people that just stay online all day and just doom scroll.
Yeah. I think pretty good argument for it at minimum. I think you're right.
Yeah.
I
think it's time to make a return to the physical world.
Yeah, I don't know if that's just me getting older, but I've felt the same way where I'm just like, I like going out more. I like hanging out with people a little more.
Yeah. Like I own my own mini discs, you know, I own books. I own, you know, trading cards. You know, I have stuff that's like tangible, right? I think I don't want to say that, but I think tangible stuff is going to become more of a commodity because there's going to be so much focus on the internet and online bullshit.
Yeah,
Fake things created in a fake world.
The lower class will be focused on. I mean, it'll just be all they own is digital, and anything you want physical would be like subscription paid or some shit. Very dystopian.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't disagree. However, I do think, again, overall, the benefits here outweigh the problems.
Yeah.
But just in general, I really like the ability that comes with the AI content. I do like it. I'm sorry. I know people are resistant. However, the ability to make what I want just in almost every set, like I struggle. Let's just talk about normal TV and movies. I struggle so much right now going to watch something new and it really sticking with my attention, sticking to it, and not like the ADHD kind of short form content doom scroll type, but it's just boring stuff. Most of the TV show I watched Alien Earth recently. It's got a nice strong start, absolutely tanks downhill, and it's not just that, but like movies in general, they don't feel very original in the first place, and they're not even using AI for this stuff. Like movies haven't been original for a while. I'm just saying. I think the ability to tailor content to your very own preferences is the next stage. Because let's talk about social politics when it comes to media. The biggest problem when you compare both sides or all sides is what? They want a very specific style of entertainment, right? They want a very specific event to happen. No matter which side you're on, you can agree with that, right? You want only white people, you want only black people, you want a nuclear family, you want LGBTQ members, you want a specific storyline where people heal trauma or whatever. You want a storyline where people get killed. This technology will allow you to have access to tailored content on an individual level, and that's what this will look like in the future. I mean, and by future, I mean probably within about a year, if not a little more. Well, it'll start with short form where you can tell it kind of the content you want to see, or it'll just design itself based on the content you watch, and it'll make it for you constantly.
Based and red pilled.
Based and red pilled, yeah. Yeah. No, that's where we're headed, guys. That's where we're headed. My favorite thing is hearing people's thoughts on this specific matter because it's kind of the one that is controversial across political spectrums, demographics, all demographics. I just mean all of them. It's the kind of thing that really gets people's thought processes going, and I think it produces the most amount of diversity when it comes to thought. Most people aren't very polar on this. It's like I like it for this, I like it for that, I don't like it for this or that. I want to hear those thoughts. Lots of comments.
Yeah, I want Dan Clancy to be the next president.
I want Dan Clancy to have a very good time outside my continent. Yeah. So yeah, the AI stuff I like talking about, but I could talk about it forever. We'll move on. I do want to talk about this, and it's the look up carbon tax in X if you can.
Just pull up
the UN. Yeah, well, this is Trump's response, but I wanted to show the actual what's going on with carbon tax right now. So the UN we've talked about this with digital ID. Attached with your digital ID, they want to monitor how much carbon you're using. This is very important to the UN in order to mind control you into buying into their WEF bullshit.
Yeah, listen.
Carbon.
What's happening in Antarctica? Why aren't we allowed to go past the ice wall, Doug? That's what we really need to be talking about. Why aren't we allowed to go past the ice wall into the firmament?
Hold on, check this out. Before we move on to your Alaska thing. So this is what outside the U.S. This is what this will look like. This is what it's going to look like for everyone outside the U.S. This will not be in the U.S. Maybe California, but can you pull it up? Can you screen share it?
Yeah. Oh wait, I thought it was. Whoops.
No. This is what it looks like, guys. From now on, all of your products will have a carbon score, and it will tell you how much carbon allowance is involved in the product. This is what it'll look like across the world for those countries that are buying into the carbon nonsense. And this is not for the U.S., thank God. And to be honest with you, it's more like thank RFK Jr.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is what it looks like, guys. If you can't see, there is a carbon score on the product in which it tells you the percentage of total carbon you're allowed to use. So, just like in normal products where this is the amount of fiber this product has for your daily allowance, what you daily recommended. They now have that for carbon. That's what it's going to like outside the U.S. And what they want to do is attach it to your digital ID to not only just have a recommended carbon amount, but also limit you based on how much carbon footprint you're using that day. And this is going to go with food. It's going to go with your TV usage. What else? Car usage. What the products you buy? You want to buy a TV that day, that month? Congrats. That's like half of your carbon usage for that month. This is the future.
I wonder how much carbon, if I killed the governor's daughter and ate her, how much carbon would that use up? Am I right?
I don't know.
Probably a lot, but they wouldn't be able to track it because she don't have a barcode on her. Or maybe she does, but I would just eat her. I would eat the governor's daughter. And
oh, I hope you guys are prepared, bro. And here's the thing. This is why the carbon nonsense is really going on. Currently, energy usage is skyrocketing because of AI. Skyrocketing to amounts that we can't really comprehend. Most governments across the globe are currently fronting this bill, unless you're Europe. They're struggling to keep power grids up with the amount of power usage that comes with AI. And of course, AI usage is exploding.
Use nuclear.
I know. I agree with you. And I agree with you so much. I literally made a bunch of money off this shit.
Literally just, and the reason they don't want to use nuclear is because they don't make as much money off the individual if they use nuclear. That's how
well, yes and no. They don't want to use nuclear because then a lot of third world countries will want to go nuclear, and it's really easy to take a nuclear reactor material and make it weapons grade, and then all of a sudden, Cambodia and Thailand both have nukes, and they're gonna kill each other over a fucking well on the border,
Good. That doesn't affect us.
You're not wrong. I agree with you. I don't care. I think we should modernize no matter what. I hate this excuse that we can't modernize, and I'm sure it's just because, coal and oil companies are pushing against it as much as possible, but we should just move on. I don't give a fuck. I don't want this. I don't want my energy prices to go super high because we won't modernize. It's just retarded. But the last thing I want is this.
Dietary carbon allowance.
Yeah, you like that? You want your...
It's a fucking turkey sandwich with a bread probably isn't even real.
True. And there's probably bugs in the meat.
I mean, you have to eat the bugs, Doug. Come on, you have to eat the bugs.
10%. So you can have 10 of those a day, and that's it. Boom. Not allowed to have any more.
Yeah, this makes me kind of angry at fat people for a little bit, Doug. A little bit angry at fat people. Because even though the carbon allowance thing is stupid anyway, if we were to assume that it was legitimate and it mattered in any significant way whatsoever, which it doesn't, that means fat people would be eating like 3 times the amount of carbon allowance that I eat in a day.
I'd be eating a lot more than that, I think. But yeah, you're right. Huh.
Yeah. Maybe the real solution is to just toss the fatties overboard.
Maybe you're right, to be honest. I don't know. I again, as an American, we kind of get to shy away from some of these things, and that's great for us. However, I mean, this will be in Canada next year.
They deserve it.
This will be in UK. This will be all over Europe next year. You guys will have a carbon score. You'll have digital ID attached to your carbon score. They'll make sure that you're not consuming too much products that are pushing the carbon too high. It'll be attached to your digital ID. And hey, I don't know. Good luck to you guys. To be honest, it's like good fucking luck.
Yeah, you're gonna take the carbon score. You're gonna take the digital ID, and you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it, okay?
Yeah,
dude, I can imagine all the overweight people that are gonna fucking riot if when they can't eat their extra allowance of food for the day. The Indian dude at the gas station's like, "I'm sorry, sir, but you have eaten too much for the day. Your carbon allowance has been completely used up for the day. You're gonna have to wait until tomorrow."
Your card is declined. You used too much carbon for today. Your card got declined. They're not going to allow you.
Tomorrow. Please come back tomorrow, and we will be more than welcome to sell you. I don't want you to sell me it tomorrow. I want you to sell me it now.
Again, we're joking. That's gonna be reality next year. Every time we
awesome.
Every time we make a joke like this, it comes true.
It does, yeah.
It comes true. You joked about Muslim Europe.
It's okay.
Fucking bro, like 40% of the UK is only native. It's like 60% of UK is made up of like illegals. What the fuck?
Yeah.
This is reality. This is going to be a reality right here. Guys, take a good look. We're like prophets on this show. This is the reality of people outside the US. This is a carbon score linked to your bank account card. So that when you go and try and check it, you're going to be limited based on how much carbon your footprint is. Sorry, how much carbon you're using. This is your life, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
This is your fucking life.
Exactly. What if my cat gets a digital ID and a carbon daily?
Or you're gonna have to make the choice based on who gets to eat tonight, your cat or you.
Yeah, pretty much. She tried to eat a rubber band last night because she doesn't like the new healthier food I got for her. Talk about ungrateful. Yeah, I know you're ungrateful. I can hear you whining.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. Again, here, this is the one I want to focus on the most right here. Clip this, AI editor. This is what I want right here. Carbon score for your food tied to your fucking digital ID, limiting you. You go to swipe your card, you can't because you're over your carbon allowance for the day. That's your life, guys. That's your fucking life. I don't know what to tell you. There it is.
Yeah, carbon score, baby.
We're wrapping up here, unless you have more to add, of course. So we have...
I don't think there's any...
Well, no, sorry. There's like one more thing. So a storm, can you type in Alaska in X? A storm, I think it was a hurricane level quality storm, hit Alaska and completely wiped out a town with flooding. Wow, it's like not even being advertised. So weird.
An Alaska storm.
Storm, yeah. So for some reason, this is completely hidden by the media. So you will only see this on our show. But it was so bad, it wiped out an entire town. Simeon Uisuk.
Simeon Uisuk? I don't know. Or Imanak is actually, that's the name of the guy filming is Simeon. He's probably an Alaska native.
They had to evacuate. They had to bring in FEMA, and they had to evacuate using military.
An unknown number of houses. That's how you know it's alive.
Yeah.
They couldn't even count.
It was really bad. I don't know why no one's talking. Brought it up or talked about it. It's completely hidden from everybody.
Probably because no one cares about Alaska.
Maybe. I feel like it's more nefarious, but for the life of me, I couldn't figure out why.
There's one house gone. We know there's at least one. Oh, this guy's talking about it. I want to see footage.
This guy yapping.
Alaska. And again, today is Indigenous Peoples Day, so instead of people having Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Fuck, I sent you something, but it's not for you.
The flakes continue to fall in Alaska as part of the states, including Anchorage. Like, there's not really a lot to talk about this.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this should have been in the news.
I think the reason that's not being talked about is because there is weather modification going on, and the United States doesn't want China to think that they've gotten away with destroying a part of their land using that same technology. But could be wrong.
No, you might be right. To be honest, I wanted your conspiratorial opinion because for life of me, I couldn't figure out what was going on here.
Yeah, I think it's just that they don't want the China to know that they've gotten a victory over them in terms of weather modification attacks. That's probably it. But what do I know?
Be correct. And lastly, we were going to talk about so I'm sure. Here's our big conspiracy for the week. How many of you have been having internet problems?
Everyone.
My guess is everybody, and I'm not talking about just the AWS thing that happened just a few weeks before this episode, or not a few weeks, sorry, a few days.
Yeah.
I have seen nonstop complaints about everybody just having internet issues, and there have been multiple exploits being used, multiple DDoS attacks. I just don't know how people haven't caught on that we are clearly under there's a cyber war going on right now between the U.S. and somebody, maybe everybody.
Probably China.
Yeah, that's my guess too. Obviously, is that it's China.
Most of the internet is still down. The Amazon Web Service outage is one of the largest in history.
Dude,
these are all the websites that went down. Xbox, Zoom, VR chats. Oh no, the Gooners. The Gooners were probably trying to groom children, and then all of a sudden it just went offline, and they were like, "What the fuck? What the fuck? Mom, get that fucking Fruit Loops out of the fucking fridge!" Oh god, T-Mobile went down, Starbucks went down. Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. Whew. Snapchat, Slack, Signal, Roku, Roblox, Robinhood, Ring, Reddit, Rainbow Six Siege. Oh, that's why Pokemon Go went down, huh? PlayStation, MyFitnessPal, Microsoft, McDonald's, Lyft, Life360, League of Legends. It's probably the first time they've touched grass in a while. Kick, Instacart, IMDb, Hulu, Hinge, HBO Max, GoDaddy, Fortnite, Fetch, FanDuel, EA, Duolingo, Delta Airlines. That's the only airlines that went down.
I guess so.
Dead by Daylight, College Board, Coinbase, Chime, ChatGPT, Canva, Boost Mobile, AT&T, Battlefield, Apple Music, Amazon, Adobe. That's pretty crazy. That is pretty insane. Everyone running to Twitter because of the massive internet outage, yeah. That is pretty crazy that X was still up and running.
Yeah,
wouldn't it be crazy
they're
if it was
hosted
Elon
on their own.
DDoSing?
It would be funny. I believe X is hosted on their own servers. Might
They
be
don't
wrong.
run through Amazon.
Yeah. So the thing is, most of the internet traffic passes through one of three places, I believe, most of it. It's AWS, it's Microsoft Azure, and it's Oracle, which is Google's big server company. One of those three places. So when one of them goes down, obviously a lot of internet traffic comes to a halt. Well, we saw Oracle have an exploit at the start of this month, October, where a lot of people had trouble getting access to their sites. And then this week, we have AWS. And these are pretty significant attacks. Like, it's not, they're kind of brushing it off as like no big deal, but it took them to fix Oracle, I believe it was almost a week. And AWS has been having problems, like 3-4 days now? And listen, just type in the comments, have you been having internet troubles? Because I find it extremely interesting that a lot of people, a lot of the streamers I watch, a lot of my friends, even us here in my own household, have been having a lot of internet troubles. And you can see how many different attacks that have happened, a lot of exploits, a lot of targeted attacks. We saw Discord, of course. I'm sure there's a bunch more attacking us. Dude, we have to be having like a cyber war going on right now. I'm just so sure of it. Probably between the U.S. and China. Anyways, you got anything else for the group?
Let's see. Damn it! I thought the people on paranormal would have a better. I don't know. I thought people on paranormal would probably know more about it. Maybe poll.
Nah, people have not picked up on this. Probably because they're all heads up their asses and don't actually know what's going on across the board.
Well, sometimes there's one guy that leaks.
Also, we have seen so much growth on the show. Just want to say thank you for all the likes and follows and comments. And we are opening up a community Discord so that we can hear your guys' voices a little more directly, because it is very difficult to just sift through comments all day long.
It is.
And we can even start bringing people on who have, the sneaky information that we can't get our hands on.
I would really like to have people from Europe in the Discord to talk about their experiences with the Darkened Ones.
Yeah, I would like more foreigners, to be honest, just because, news is so limited by geography. It shouldn't be, but it is, unfortunately. And with Asia, I feel like we're so cut off, especially from China. I would love to get some of their perspectives and their events going on that we can't cover without, doing these super deep dives and getting more political opinions across the board. So I'm looking forward to opening this Discord, hoping that it results to even more information that we didn't know before. But thanks for all the attention we're getting. It's pretty crazy. Keep me working.
Yeah, we're popular now. We're popular.
Yeah, we're we're gaining popularity. It's wild. Oh, yeah. Anything else?
If only we were trans furries, then you'd get like 3 times as much popularity.
True. Dye my hair pink.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to add. I just think that normally when the internet goes down, there's usually like a reason for it. Like someone leaked something onto the internet and they had to shut it down before it reached the social media. And they had to kill off the packets and
Maybe,
find out who posted it and kill them.
I think this is more foreign influence.
Maybe. Probably.
All right.